How are you recovering from your injuries, Noor?
Oh, it's you. Dr. Herzen took very good care of me. I just did what he said and rested for a few days here, and I barely feel any pain now. Are you here to visit him?
Yes, we have something to discuss.
He's in the counseling room next door. My friend Sigrid.
Thanks.
How to put this? I think you can have more faith in yourself, Sigrika.
Faith in myself.
You see, people can be more perceptive than you might realize, including those you care about. So try not to take everything to heart. Go a little easier on yourself. Good or bad, true or false, these things have a way of coming to light. And as your friend Denia said, sometimes a little distraction is good for your health.
Yeah. I'll give it a try. Thank you, Dr. Herzen.
You're welcome. Again, don't push yourself. I take it you're the type who'd suddenly bolt up in bed at night, wide awake, worrying about an exam? That'd probably go on for a whole week.
Huh? Is it really that obvious?
Only Would you like some candy? Sweets help keep a smile.
Sure. And is it okay for me to come back some other time, Dr. Herzen?
Why, of course. Feel free to visit my office anytime, Sigrika.
So, about that exostrider plan you mentioned.
All in good time. Let's start with something light.
Something lighter?
Any topic at all. But let's slow the tempo a little. You're too eager. Your emotions are clouding your judgment. You must feel it too. Here. A piece of candy. It'll help take the...
No. Thanks.
I understand your anxiety over Amith's situation. You've always held her dear, but it's taken more out of you. Things are best taken one step at a time. The exostrider hasn't awakened yet. The key is to pace ourselves. Slow.
Okay. You're right. Let's table the I trust Imeth. What we experienced together proved she was telling me the truth. But you and me, we might be strangers in passing who became confidants, as you put it. But it feels like I prefer to know who I'm working with before jumping into something as big as opening the Strider Gate. It'll affect...
Point taken. It seems a proper introduction is long over. Please, ask me anything. I'll answer it.
Are you a consultant from the Black Shores?
That I am not. Work that leaves documented trails doesn't suit my style. But I am acquainted with quite a few bloom bearers.
Imeth said she didn't know you well, but that I could trust you. You also...
Imeth is a sharp girl. Even though you never introduced me to her, she could read between the lines of your actions. She's a lot like you. Smart, driven, good at bearing burdens. Though she's proved, after you left Lahairoi, she came to see me a few times in the name.
You didn't tell her anything?
I didn't. You had other tasks for me here in the High Roy. You didn't let us properly get to know each other because you wanted to shield. She later stopped these visits after realizing that. Still, I really hoped she would have opened up to me more.
One last question. What did you mean? I had other tasks.
That is a key topic, but not suitable for discussion. The Space Trek Collective is backed by a number of different nations and powers. Their internal politics are of no concern to us. There are many watching eyes among the support staff. The infirmary is, after all, a public space. I don't...
To where?
I have a place in mind. Just come with me, Gold.
More personal business to attend to again, Dr. Herson?
Shh. Just a quick break, Nana. Mind holding down the fort? The next shift will be here soon.
Take care, Doctor. Do try to return in...
Don't worry. I have him with me to...
Sundermere.
Yes. I keep a small workspace of my own here. Leave them to me. Let's not waste any more time. Imbalance at 2. Time to incise. The Exostrider's sword emits a unique frequency. It shields my workspace from most long-range detection methods.
You picked a good spot.
Transform.
Quite a stash.
This is what a secret room is about. Now, let's start with the conclusion before we get into all the details. You asked Warren was the first Fraxidus mole you uncovered. Think of the Space Trek Collective as a web of competing powers. It's as much a haven for independence as a playground for agenda. An isolated polar region, rich with exoswarm and the potential even for the Frax.
You're saying the fall of Helios was...
It was one of 7. After your journey in Huanglong and Renacida.
The Therno...
Correct. Given the Threnodians' unique nature, it's sure to catch their attention.
Spying on the Fraxidus is risky. Why would I...
Well... You've always preferred to see things for yourself. Please, follow me to that table. The golden serum, developed by my father, started it as a medication for rare diseases. But as research progressed,
Evolution.
well, on paper it worked. I became its resonator, so it would be unfair to say it was entirely useless. But I was a rare case who survived. All it cost me was excruciating pain and my colored vision. It wasn't until I met you that I realized there was more to... The rest is in my study, shall we? My brother Ryan drew this picture, not related by blood. Father took us both in after his own children passed away. Ryan never could handle pain. But he was easy to cheer up.
So, that's why.
For a while, I tried to be the perfect son. Father, it only got worse from there. But I thought what my father did was a rather mundane story. A cliche. Someone trying to atone for past, until your hints made me suspect it was someone's staged finale. So I... The entire Lola logistics carrier was already blown to smithereens. I managed a quick glimpse before the fire consumed most of the page.
A Fraxidus Overseer's report on its way.
Yes. The recipient is Eric.
Those 3 items you just showed me. Did the Fraxidus get into Nobiali's work after learning about the...
They didn't just get into our work. Have you ever met the Fraxidus' Grand Architect?
The thousand-faced survivor. Wait.
Yes. My father was just another face the Grand Architect borrowed. Though looking back now, I can't recall the moment the real him was taken. I think the Grand Architect sees life and death as a game. I wouldn't be surprised if Father was even smiling in his coffin as we buried him in that downpour. So, that's your answer. Why did you choose me?
Hatred.
Now, it has become... Continue this train of investigation and you'll see for yourself what they are. But my friends in the Black Shores told me you've already had a few run-ins with certain overseers.
3. Cristoforo, Filova, and Scar. Plus the Grand Architect you mentioned.
Ah, those names do ring a bell. Filova is codenamed Hecate. Cristoforo, but it's a telling detail. Think about it. A powerful resonator who causes chaos at random leaves no trail to follow. I've been compiling reports on the Overseers for years. I've reactivated your access. You'll find the door controls right over there. The Fraxidus is loosely organized. Most of its members have only undergone basic artificially induced body modification. They're not terribly difficult to neutralize. But if you encounter artificers with more creative modifications, you're likely looking at the Hydra is their leading mind on human evolution and body modification. In other words, if you spot one, be on guard in case the other is lurking. Zashiki Warashi won't require much of your attention. This oversees
Shinohara.
the girl we had in the infirmary. Now, I did say the Fraxidus was a loose organization, but even the most scattered cells still... Remember that report from earlier? It's only a matter of time before you go to the new Federation, and that's their most critical base of operations.
How critical? Do they operate in the...
Not exactly, but in a place where money talks, they must have members in the highest echelons of government. Their foothold in the new Federation has given them immense leverage. Speaking of which...
There I saw. Duly noted.
The Fraxidus Grand Architect. Their true name is unknown. They only appear through I did brush shoulders with them once. This pen was I have yet to decipher the lettering, but it shows one thing for sure. The Grand Architect has been around for a very, very long time. It's a pity you called me to the High Roy. Otherwise, I would have continued following that trail. But you always have a good reason, right?
You uncovered all this by yourself.
More or less. I did have some help along the way.
To get your hands on one of the Grand Architect's personal items, you did more than just...
Playing along with them isn't that difficult once you get the hang of it. Like I said, they are a loose organization.
Knowing the Fraxidus, stealing all that intel on the Overseers is risky, no matter how loose they are. Luke, how can a doctor who doesn't value his own life save anyone else's?
You know, this is... They got away again. If I hadn't been so cautious, I could have taken care of them this time. I should send today's findings to him. It's been 2 years, I suppose. Good, you got the intel. Would have been a shame if I got myself killed for nothing. You want me to go to the High Roy?
There's evidence of their activity in the High Roy. I need you to keep an eye on things. And frankly, you need a break.
Now is not the right time.
You've already drawn enough attention. Do we really have to wait for you to get killed to decide it's the right time? How can a doctor save anyone else's life if he doesn't value his own? Keep pushing like...
Not pulling any punches.
Trust me, that's only the warm-up. The High Roy is a nice place, Luke. Bright, passionate students. Listen to me on this.
Very well. So I've led a leisurely life in the High Roy ever since. No need to worry. I know my limits. Let's set aside the Fraxidus for now. We should discuss the Exostrider plan. But first, tell me what happened to you and Imeth in the Frostlands. I see. Imeth, she...
I understand her reasons. She was fighting for her dream, for the High Roy, and the only... But I won't accept it.
Of course. Now, about the Exostrider. It started with the Space Trek Collective finding a giant Solaskin root network in Bjarter Woods. They identified it. It keeps the Thernodians' fractured forms sealed on both sides of the Strider Gate. Break it, but the Collective still yearned to open that gateway, to explore the unknown. So, they created the Synchronists. The idea was to use augmented resonance to amplify the Exostrider's power, hoping that, but lately, the Threnodians' attacks on the seal have been increasing. I'm afraid that with the reactor core returned, all you need now is a little patience. Wait for the Exostrider to awaken. You were a synchronist in the Academy once before. I'll speak with Lucilla about getting you piloting access.
Then I'll wait for your news, Luke.
Certainly, but our immediate priority should be the Fraxidus. I have a feeling they're planning. Rover said he'd like to check on the Exostrider in the Frostland. Now then.
Dr. Herson, is something the matter?
Must you always assume the worst, Lucilla?
I find that highly unlikely, Doctor. Let's skip the preamble. What is...
Rover.
So this is about Imeth. He was so tight-lipped with me about what happened in the Frostlands.
Sitting on our hands won't fix anything, and he was willing to open up. If a friend runs into trouble, I'll naturally... Besides, what I have to share today benefits the Academy. It could help it.
Very well. Let's hear it then.
It's in. Oh, Dr. Herson.
Let's see here. Ah, young Lou.
Have a seat, Doctor. Shame. I thought he would come with you.
He's been here before. Things are different now. I prefer not to have him tangled in the collective's trivial matters.
Fair enough. But I'm not like those stubborn old goats you're used to dealing with. I don't chase after pride or rank. All I care about is Star Charge Academy. Now go on. Give me the highlights, Dr. Herson. The Fraxidus. As for piloting the Exostrider, if he is capable, that's fine by me. The Research Institute. That said, we can't ignore the risks that come with opening the Strider Gate. I have someone in mind who can help. But first, let me have a quick... The Threnodian concerns every one of us at Lahairoi. I'll handle the board as you've asked. You focus on him and the matters here on campus.
Thank you for understanding, Lucilla. Our conversation went more smoothly than I expected. I thought you might think... As a thank you, care for some candy?
I'll pass. I'm well aware of your candy outreach program across campus. I've had my fill of sweets over the years. As for what you said earlier, I've been here long enough to know exactly who you are. Thanks to your efforts in uncovering those moles, the Academy is safer, and we have far fewer headaches to worry. What truly surprised us was your choice to stay all these years and become one of Lahairoi's steadfast guardians.
Oh, I'm just glad the president doesn't see me.
You're the right kind of busybody. The kind where...
A friend of mine sold me on this place. Went on and on about the beautiful... When I actually got here, our students dream. I know that these students... It's their idea. I only came to Lahairoi because...
Now you've grown to like it here, right?
Yeah, an urgent transmission from Nana.
Dr. Herson, there was a brig of ours being...
What is your status?
No need.
Understood. It'll take time for...
Received. Message from the...
It's the Court of I'm on my way. Warren has escaped. He's taken a student and is heading for one of the debris fields in the frost.
What do you plan to do?
I'm going after him. I'd like you to set up a perimeter there to cut off his escape and prevent it.
You want me to secure a perimeter while you go in alone?
I have a hypothesis.
Very well. Your track record warrants.
Navora. Why now?
I know you've been here before. Take me to the data room. Now!
Okay, I'll do anything you say.
They're heading deeper into the station. Is there someplace we haven't discovered? Split forward. Game over. My past gets deeper. I am the best. Time to incise. The incision has to be clean. Don't want to mess for suturing. That's clear. The researchers, the Academy station. Right on schedule. Return to silence! Imbalance ends here. As expected. Spatial anomalies. Did someone reactivate the Skyarc system?
I'll get out of Lahai, Roy. Out of this cursed place.
It appears Warren's taken Navora to the data room we visited earlier. The path is blocked. It's those error modules again. I should use the adapter. Cleared. Gotta keep moving. change of view.
Dissection!
Refreshing. It's cleared. Gotta keep moving. Almost there. Now, moment of truth.
I brought the student, just like you asked. So, Lahairoi was... Stop hiding! Say something! And you!
You've reached a dead end.
It's your dead!
Skyark's data room. There must be a reason. Is that just impulse? Or perhaps... right on schedule.
Rot necessity!
Entombed in daybreak. Rise anew. Time to insult.
Dr. Harrison! Warren, is he?
He's only unconscious. Everything's okay.
I'm really scared.
It's okay. Don't force yourself to hold it in. After a shock like that, it's much better if you let it out. Take your time. Tell me what happened when you're ready.
Okay.
Then rest here for now. I'll go.
I fell asleep. He was frantic. Grilled me non-stop about Skyark. And when he found out I'd been to the station before, he... Wait!
One of them didn't make it.
I see. As for what else happened, I don't...
That's all right. I've already formed a rough theory about his motives now. You should rest.
Is that so? Then, Dr. Herson, care to share your theory? Oh, Doctor. How mean. Is that any way to treat a student?
I'm afraid identity theft is not in the curriculum. Isn't that right, Grand Architect of the Fraxidus? Since you insist on playing the student, I'll offer a lesson. It takes two to play a game.
I know. Played me for a fool, didn't you? I was going to kill you for a little one-on-one time with Rover.
Regrettable that you evaded what was meant for you.
But it's okay. Uncle Warren's dead. Nice.
Being caught out in the open. And still he thought he could just vanish from the highway and get away with this fiasco.
Anyway, I got back what I wanted too, so I'm a happy girl.
On my way here, I kept wondering why you acted so quickly. Didn't fit your usual style, it was just as I thought. You were after this.
Ah, yes, my precious. I couldn't find it anywhere, so it was you who took it from me. This is the first time someone's taken something from me. Oh, I almost forgot to ask.
If you must know, my suspicions began to deepen during our last visit to the space station, when you feigned that injury. Your acting had been flawless, Grand Architect. But even you cannot mimic what you don't understand. Death itself. To an immortal like you, no matter how many times you die, it's just another lost identity. And I happen to have seen you die before.
Oh? Is this where you've had your... Let me think. Oops. Can't seem to remember. My real favorite things are the ones that are really old and far. But you're something special, Dr. Herson. You're the first person in forever. Without you, the game in the High Roy would be so boring. So, you get prizes. And I promise, it's right up your alley. Now, for the first one, at the upcoming new solar celebration, among all the lovely students, stands a member of the Fraxidus. I'm so looking forward to that child's performance.
Telling us this doesn't do your spy any good.
But that's what makes it fun! It's a cat and mouse game. The mouse needs to know the cat is coming, or how else will it run fast enough on its little wheel? To win, you just have to be the hunter. And if you do end up catching that child, that just proves they were useless anyway.
That was only the first. What's the next one?
The next prize is right here in this data room. I had so much fun on this little trip to the Sky Arc. So, home sweet home. Leaving you there wasn't all for nothing. Let's be sure to have more fun like this in the future. Until next time, you two. I wish you a pleasant past, present, and future.
Why did you stop me? You think we couldn't have stopped her here?
Yes. My goal was to gather intelligence. When we dug up my father's empty grave, I realized that it is no simple feat to find an immortal. The Grand Architect may appear to act on a whim, but in my observation, that playfulness is... When Nana called earlier, something felt off. Even if he did, breaking into the infirmary and letting Nana send a distress call was a sloppy strategy.
So that's why you called me afterwards. I did hear Navora say you've had her in the infirmary all this time.
I was waiting for her to show her hand. Until then, it was all speculation. Immortal, 1,000 faces. If I'm not mistaken, there should be otherwise. Rise anew! Time to incise. Penny for your thoughts?
There's too many to count.
Feel like talking about it?
Maybe a little. I keep wondering if the choices I made in the past were the right ones. I still don't know why I chose to erase my memories. That one decision cost me my grip on everything. You, Imeth, I pulled everyone into my grand plan to save the world. And if we can't save Imeth, she'll just be...
Even if that hadn't happened, your path was all... You know your lifespan is immense. Barring some accident. Death and goodbyes are a final lesson no one escapes.
You're right.
Since you already know that, you should also see that you're still the same person you were before. Just as resilient, and it's not because you're a supposed savior. And we're not just doing this for you. We chose this path ourselves. One can only move forward by making peace with what's lost. You taught me that a long time ago. In the end, I failed to find my father's murderer. I failed to protect Ryan. I failed to protect my own family.
But your brother is still alive. You're alive.
Who knows when?
Then we'll make a promise, Lukk. We'll see each other again next winter. You'll open your eyes, and I'll be standing right here, just like today.
Come now. Enough with that face. Some
You always...
As in...
It'll help take the edge off and lighten the mood.
That. As a boy, I'd have one whenever things felt too big to handle. The sweetness was later, after I inherited Naviale. I realized there were still so many things I couldn't control. Even after I left the company and set out to follow the Fraxidus' trail on my own, I'd be chewing on one while I watched those who helped me die right in front of me. Still powerless, it seems. So I've come to believe that no matter how strong a person becomes, not everything can be done perfectly. In life, many things are beyond our control. But I still enjoy candy. It reminds me that meeting people is still a gift, even if I know I might lose them one day. If you let grief and anger burn you out, you become obsessed with results. You forget the joy you felt along. A little sweetness helps keep the numbness at bay.
I'll have one of your candies.
Hold our light inside. Sky turns softer, greater things. Sweetness here the
How does it taste?
for the Iceland spring. Hold our warmth of heart.
Luke, my chances of saving Armith, they're pretty slim, aren't they?
They are. You'll need a miracle. But you've always been good at making those happen.
I'll be here. Shine the light. No more
Thanks for the candy.
You're very welcome.
breeze near. Dawn is here.